Back to inspecting vehicles again. We'll start with the Riverine Patrol by LCG.
Oh no.
It's kind
Oh,
of
yes.
smoking, I see. Smoking kills. Do not do that. What the hell? Okay, that gun is very long. What's accuracy on?
Little.
What is the accuracy on that thing? Like 0.2. Oh, these are actual shot cannons? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen those on a tournament vehicle, to be honest. What's in here? Ah, visual camera. Wall of quad Bofors. Line of heavy armor here, whatever that's for. I have no idea what's inside that smoke. These look like... Oh, they are actually meant for attack. They are offensive missiles.
I'm amazed that you didn't say anything about the general processing power.
I did think about saying something, but chose not to. We've had too many cases of that to be bothered. It's kind of a simple weapon spam vehicle again, looking at firepowers. It's got the shard cannons, quad Bofors for ages. And it's got those 30mm assault cannons up here on what I assume to be a turret. Jesus, I'm gonna... Yeah. Just... For the time being... Where are they? Misc. Smoke generator, set type to none. This should make seeing things a little easier, I hope. I'll remove that ACB later. So yeah, this is a turret. It's got rangefinders hidden inside. Nice. And it's got another Bofors on it. It is kind of pitching to the back, I think. Surprisingly enough, because the bow is lined with heavy armor. But oh well.
Is it a front-sider?
I don't know if it is a front-sider. Oh, it's got some interesting internals here. Torpedo. It is a torpedo, yeah. A magnet too. Okay. I mean, fine, I guess. Air pumps, hydrofoils. So it's kind of gonna stabilize with that pitch again. These are separated by alloy beams.
Oh.
Okay, how thick is the armor? We've got a metal beam slope, alloy slope, I assume heat protection, fuel storage beam, and another layer of alloy.
It is a front-sider.
I feel like it is. It's got no real armament on the back. Although it might not be a front-sider, just simply due to the propulsion. It looks more like it's going to rely on being a fast skimmer instead. This layout is very weird. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have sustained fire. I have no clue what... I mean, yeah, it should be fine. And it's got some DIF on top. Let's just check out the shell while we're at it then.
Hi, we're inspecting your ship.
Oh yeah.
I am so sorry.
It is a bit confusing. The shell's interesting though. It's heat 3 meters long?
Is it a front-sider or a skimmer?
Well, originally it was built to have propellers are keeping it from at a certain altitude, but we can't have upthrust, so then I had to throw something in to keep it from sinking.
Yeah. Right, I remember you saying something like that.
So then I removed some of the propellers and turned them into thrusters, so that the hydrofoils will always keep it as a buoyant craft.
Okay, we've got some
Okay.
rudders down the middle. A little gap here for...
There was going to be rudders in there until I actually built some rudders and put them in there, and then the craft liked to be at like a 45-degree angle every time it turned.
Yeah,
'Cause it would
that
turn
happens
on a
with
dime.
that happens with rudders a lot, I remember. This is just random heavy armor for decoration purposes, right?
A bit.
Okay.
I didn't want heavy armor sticking out on the around the neck.
These are some
Yeah.
interesting holes.
Yeah.
They add to the charm, I guess.
Well, it was that was meant to be a 3-gun APS, and I ran out of money.
Ah. I mean, yeah, you're very close to the limit there already. How's ammo
Yeah.
consumption? Fuel looks fine, ammo looks fine as well. Yeah, this barrel is very, very long.
Yeah. Did you notice that it does have anti-laser built in?
Yeah, I mean, I did see those laser warners, so
Yeah. If you go inside the hull, where the signal jammers are and the smokes, they're
oh yeah, I
actually
just noticed
full
signal
armor around them.
jammers.
Yeah, they're signal jammers and smokes,
Yeah,
and the smokes are designed to cover the entire craft. So they're spaced out enough to where there's inside that circle is another smoke sensor.
yeah, I see. And you've got a lot of ECMs.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was going to fight, and I want to try to survive the first fight.
I think there's like one vehicle with actual missiles.
Oh,
I mean,
those small missiles are actual missiles.
I
They're
mean,
not,
yeah, one vehicle with
interceptors.
Lua missiles. I mean, those that are actually affected by ECM.
You can also turn on the ECM when you detect missiles, so you don't like waste resources.
I mean,
I just made sure my craft had enough engine power to operate the engines and the ECM all the time.
okay.
Soldiers to defend my captain.
Yeah, I see
And Grandpa.
some nicely decorated things
They're
inside.
not mine, but there's nothing in this tournament that says you can't use things available on the workshop.
Yeah. Okay. Those hull pipes are interesting. I assume the engines were venting out at some point.
Originally, I was going to do steam
Ah, okay.
and have steam vent up there, but there are smoke around the engines.
Yeah,
and
I see
up
the smoke
those,
generators. I have had to turn them off using a temporary ACB because that kind of makes it easier to see things again.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that smoke also blocks lasers.
I don't think it does.
Oh.
I do have a question. How did those soldiers get in the superstructure?
They're like Rambot. They're robots. They're built there.
They were like placed in there, and then
If
the
you look on
lid
the
is
side of
closed.
the ship underneath the guns, though, there are fake doors to make it look like you can get inside. On the side of the ship, at about midship,
There,
are
yeah,
doors,
I see them.
but they don't go anywhere.
Just a wall of armor.
Yeah,
The brick.
and the brick of material storage.
Yeah. I
Making
would
sure those robots don't escape.
Well,
keep him in there.
I don't want a rogue AI running around. How do you like my raised detection?
If I found it interesting, I was already thinking it's probably on a turret or something. Oh.
No, it's on a piston.
Oh, do you have this radar behind the glass?
Do they
doesn't.
not work behind glass?
Nope. I don't think it does. Yeah, it even tells it can't see.
All right, so I fucked up there, but it's all right. Oh, sorry, I swear.
Reminder for next time. Do not put
Yeah.
radar behind glass.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's
bunch of simple weapons. The thought process behind this is that this is a riverine patrol craft.
Yeah.
Because my faction, the HLP, the Holy Land Protectorate, the Rusian Empire, they're aquatic people, so they live in rivers and stuff like that, and lakes, and
Okay.
so they don't do a lot of like deep draft vessels.
I mean, if it's going to be skimming, it's not gonna have a deep draft, at least.
Oh well, it was actually you see where the red paint is?
Yeah. It had a
That's
deep draft.
underwater. Because remember I had up props,
Yeah.
and the original craft was built completely out of metal. There was no alloy. The white line is the water line.
Yeah, that's pretty low, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, but with the no up thrust, it kind of defeats the initial thing for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, so
Slabs
the
actually have more health and armor, or they have the same armor as a metal block, but they have more health.
Simple weapons. I'm gonna. Here they are. Yeah, they've got a lot more
And
health.
they cost less. And they cost less.
Yeah, they have
than
a
the
lot of
bigger
health.
beam.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
wait,
think
did you?
there's
But
nothing.
to be
strong.
honest, that the bow section is pretty much all armor. So
Yeah, I
wanted to test out the that slope design on the front because I'm entering into a starship tournament, and I'm
okay.
using that for the front of my heavy cruiser.
Yeah,
The
makes
the wedges with the slopes
this part right. This part right
right
here.
there. Yep. Because that should cause a lot of deflection.
In theory, it should. Yeah. We'll have to
Yep.
see how
And then
it's working
pretty
out.
much all armor block there as well. So,
We
but I do have
was.
protection there. I have cameras there.
Yeah, I have seen those. The mainframe does not have enough processing power, though.
It's all right.
I mean, it's kind of a common theme in this
Normally it
tournament.
wouldn't, but you're forgetting that the radar up top can't see, so it would have enough processing power because the radar and the main detection can't see,
Yeah, let's
so it's
just
disabled.
actually make it have enough detection. There.
Okay.
I think that only helps a little bit because the radar wouldn't do anything anyways. Unless, luckily, all those things get destroyed and the radar stays alive.
It's possible. I mean, I already messed up on that. I think a hitbox for the piston's actually underneath the armor, so it's exposed.
I mean, yeah,
No, up top. When you extend the piston, the hitbox for the piston goes up top.
oh shit, yeah, that's risky then.
Yep.
But yeah, I think, yeah, that's
I noticed that afterwards.
That's a
but
hitbox right there.
still. Yep. I noticed that afterwards. That's why this is a newbie rumble.
Yeah, exactly.
You're allowed to make mistakes.
I will say this.
It does have
passes.
torpedoes. Did you see the torpedoes?
Yeah, I did see those. I found them.
Okay.
But missile firepower is completely fine. It's below APS or simple cannon.
I wasn't sure if simple cannon would count. So I had to make sure my APS was higher than my missile.
I think they count. Not sure actually.
They count.
Generator, so.
Okay.
Well, some people, if they include simple weapons to be allowed, they don't allow simple weapons to be the highest firepower to counteract other weapon systems.
By the way, simple weapons are kind of shit.
They are, but I ran out of money, and I do need more than just one gun on my ship.
Should to look cool, like you have a lot of firepower. Well, you actually don't.
Well, yes and no. I mean, they still do damage.
I mean, remember the Ram set did pretty well last tournament, and it also mostly used simple weapons.
I think the Krams were doing most of the job, though.
Probably, yeah, but
on
still.
The front part where the simple weapons are was
Right
going to be a sandblaster.
Okay.
APS, but I ran out of money.
APS do be expensive.
A lot of my ship was I ran out of money, but I had submitted the whole shaping, design, and all that, and I didn't want to change it.
Well, I
So,
guess we can
kept
let
looking.
it pass though. I didn't see anything rule breaking in it. So, guess I'll save it with the radar change. And move on to the Wii Part 2 Tournament Edition by Doozy Kid. See how that's doing.
Big gun.
Big gun.
Where's Joshi on the list?
Joshi, on the tournament vehicle list, he's not there actually.
Oh, he didn't participate?
Nah,
Am I allowed to participate?
I don't know. Do you have the champion role? I think.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Never
Okay,
mind.
yeah, that's easy to say then.
Joshi is my my rival.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
We
He's
do
always
have
beat me in every tournament where we both have entered it. His ship was the one that defeated me.
we do have hidden armor blocks all around the barrels. I would say we can allow that.
I mean, he's just using decorations to match
Yeah,
it, right?
it is just decos and it is just 1 meter of metal. If it was like hiding 3 meters of heavy armor all around the barrels, that would be a
Well,
different deal.
to be fair, you don't have anything in your rules saying you can't do that.
Yeah, true.
Hiding blocks isn't in the rules. Block clipping's in the rules.
Hmm.
So if you use decorations to hide clipping, that would make sense.
I mean, yeah, they don't look like they clip at all, so that's completely fine.
If it
Detection
was
power.
if
Detection
it
power
was
is
heavy
fine.
armor though, it would like lean heavily if the
Yeah.
guns would go right or left.
Yeah, unless he had like a massive counterweight on the back of them. This looks like it should have been secondaries, but he ran out of money too.
Yeah.
So hey, you're not alone.
Just hate it when you run out of money in a tournament.
And this is kind of just
I really hate when people do that, though. That is something I don't like.
this right here with the applique
No,
panels.
the stone. The stone. I hate when people put stone on ships. Because it's just a dummy way to get around to add extra HP to your ship.
I mean, this is just stone used, I think, as EMP proofing or something, or
But
just
EMP
as
is
cheap armor, I guess. Too.
and EMP is banned, so.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
that
And if you're
did
going
not
to,
stop people from bringing surge protectors so far.
honestly, and if you're going to do a anti-EMP thing, you just got to do a surge break or a surge protector. Have everything connected to heavy armor in a straight line, and then a giant block of surge protectors. And no
Yeah.
matter where the EMP hits, if it's connected to that heavy armor, it shoots to the surge protector. So,
I mean, that would work, yeah.
like direct AI component, you can have a mainframe on top of your deck that's connected to a heavy armor underneath it that goes to that surge breaker, and then hit that with max EMP in the debug tool, and the EMP will travel through the ship to the surge breaker.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to build your ship up with EMP in mind. You just have to have a big surge breaker connected via heavy armor in a conduit, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, we do have smoke protection. I don't actually know whether laser warners around.
He's using ducts. You.
Yeah.
He could have an ACB that has it set up.
That's actually ducts. Yikes. Yeah, maybe he has an ACV for those. If not,
Yeah.
then the smoke is just wasted. What do we have here?
Or it could have been an oversight, like my initial ship I sent to you that was disqualified because of the upthrust. Oh, he has upthrust.
I mean, maybe it's just roll and pitch. Who knows?
Nope, pusher.
Right, we are going to set this to only roll.
Also, the AI that the ship is
Pitch
using, it is
also,
bugged.
pitch shouldn't be allowed either because technically that's providing upward thrust on the craft.
I mean, I did allow roll and pitch propulsion to some extent
Okay.
because stabilizing airships is kind of difficult otherwise.
Oh, I was just saying you could just put all your upthrust as pitch, on the bow and the stern of the ship, and that's providing enough upward thrust to keep the ship buoyant.
I mean,
If I would have known that, I would have done that instead.
You could do
Instead of
that in
hydrofoil.
theory, but it wouldn't really do too much if any of that pitch gets destroyed.
Well, yeah, but
Also, if anyone would have done that, I would have probably just said that's too much, because I was saying I would limit the amount of thrusters for pitch and stuff too.
yeah, that's why I didn't build an airship. It's because afterwards
Okay.
trying to turn that to an airship was because there was no upthrust. How can you build an airship without upthrust?
Helium.
That's not a reliable way for an airship.
I know. But hey, they're here now. And we do have some airships around.
I mean, that's why he allowed it.
Air.
Right, we've got...
What are the weapons? What are the shells on those?
We can look. Okay, it looks like they need a timed fuse or something. Interesting. Let's see, what do we have here? We have armor piercing, 2 shell types. This is just a sap shell again. 499 millimeters, hooray. But yeah, it's got sub 20 AP, but lots of kinetic damage. So against metal and alloy, probably does enough. Lots of big frag. 180 degree cone, not sure if that's the way.
It's a pen depth shell.
Yeah.
So once it goes in, that's why it's 180, so the frags do a lot of damage.
I know, there were some effective angles, and I remember 180 not being one of the most effective angles possible.
It's not seen as most effective because it tends to have fragments leave the shell, but if you're trying to do the most amount of damage possible per fragment, you have to put it at 180 degrees. Because that
is true.
Each fragment to a maximum amount of damage.
Okay, I mean, we've got HE2. It's there. It's something. Shell speed around 850. Decent. Not too bad. No rail draw, it seems. Oh wait, we've got to look at the second armor piercing shell too. AP heat! We have AP heat! What is this?
AP heat is a...
It is a meme, I know. But here we go. It's there. We'll have to see how well...
The heat's actually not that good. Huh? The heat can only go through 2 beams of metal.
I mean...
If it hits the 3rd beam, it does nothing.
It still is something, and we don't... How far can the AP part go? That's the question with this. If the AP takes it past most of the armor, maybe it'll work. I mean, 15,027 AP.
Yeah.
It's alright. It probably gets through like 2 or 3 beams of metal on its own. Which very well might be enough.
Yeah.
Well, we have changed the thrusters to only be the way they should be. Okay, this underside is all wood. If someone were to bring actual strong torpedoes, this could be dangerous. Alright, we've forgotten the battle test against the Marauder last time, I think.
It's alright, I don't mind.
Well, whatever. We'll sacrifice Marauders now again.
I thought we were using a bigger craft last time.
I mean, we were initially, but that took very, very long to battle. So we switched away from that.
Honestly, if you want to go back and fight my ship against Marauder, you can. I didn't do any battle testing.
I mean, we can look at it in that case. How's the damage looking? Okay, this is wooden slopes in the armor, actually. Interesting. Very, very interesting armor. Turret angles seem... The turret angles seem decent. What?
What's the armor cost on the craft? The percentile?
I think this is the highest we had. Actually, no, we've had like 86 68% already, so it's pretty high, up there for sure. Hello, hello. And with 27-ish meters per second, it is also one of the faster vehicles. I think that's fair to say. Right. Save it, since we did need to change the propulsion a little. And yeah, we will have to sacrifice a Marauder for good luck.
Yeah, because then you can see the speed of my ship.
Exactly. Also, I did forget to look at this. This is very risky because the range is like 800-ish meters. The battle range.
Oh, I thought it was 2,000.
Yeah, that's the spawn distance.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see if it goes wrong or not.
You see what the minimum range is, right? It won't try to break off until 460 meters from the target.
Yeah, but if it breaks off and doesn't come back in time again, it still is just gone. So yeah, I guess it's mostly hoping.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Well, we'll see how it goes. It is most certainly interesting to see all that smoke back there.
Yeah.
Also, I have never seen those cannons in action, so I'm gonna have to.
A lot of people ban them.
Okay. Why is that?
They have really high AP, and since they're a simple weapon, they don't usually deflect.
Ah, right. Okay.
They fire 3 shots at a time, so they're technically, I think, 9 shots.
Don't know. I don't know what they are. 200 millimeters, something.
They're basically kinetic shells.
Yeah.
They're pure kinetic.
They do seem to do some damage, I think, but this is still the Marauder and it is just wood and just one layer.
Yep.
We've had faster Marauder kills already. Nothing to
Yeah,
be worried about.
I'm telling you, man, it's not my first Newbie Rumble. I usually lose.
Okay.
I just have more fun building ships.
Your missiles seem to have some sort of problem with going after a Marauder, I think. They're kind of going everywhere except for the Marauder. They do have fins, so that's not a problem. Well, maybe it'll work with bigger craft.
Yeah.
Also, torpedoes doing actually.
Torpedoes don't have one turn, so
we'll see how they do.
They're more for like opening salvos.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yep, because they don't have anything in the forward arc to lock onto.
Yeah, that's
sonar.
Probably a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Actually, it's taking very long for your vehicle to kill the Marauder.
Yeah.
Like, it is definitely one of the longer fights against the Marauder.
Hey, like I said before, this is the Newbie Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you don't lose to the Marauder, it's all fine.
Yeah. Have I taken damage? Really? Anything from the Marauder?
I mean, not much outside of, like, one shell hit over there.
Yeah, but the initial hit, that was it.
I would have been very surprised if anyone lost to a Marauder, though.
I know. You gotta realize, this is the Newbie Rumble. This is meant for people that aren't highly skilled at building.
I mean, yeah, but you still have a cost advantage against the poor Marauder.
That don't mean anything.
There
Oh,
you go.
look, see? Destroyed it.
Yeah, it won. And yeah, I think you're among the fastest surface craft with your ship.
Yeah.
Right.
See, that's why catamarans are a good hull design.
Onto the XC84 Astarte MK4. Let's see what we have here.
Submitted by Astarta?
By Psychology.
Oh. I know someone whose gamer handle is Astarta,
Ah, okay.
so I figured I'd ask.
Okay, missile firepower is fine. This is a very, very low armor cost vehicle. 32,000? That's gotta be like a single layer of metal or something.
Or did you not see what the firepower was? It has like 100 firepower on this craft.
Yeah, it's got 91. Lots of APS firepower.
It's probably all
Okay.
diff.
I don't think it is actually.
Well, what's the clip size?
We'll see in a moment. I think it's 1 meter clips. Yeah, judging by shell and casing length, it's gonna be 1 meter clips.
Yeah. Well, the easiest way to find out if it's a diff spam or not is look at how many clips are on each gun, or how much ammo each gun can.
I think it had a good amount of ammo. The shell seems fine.
Like my gun on my ship isn't diff, but it has a lot of shells on it, so it actually has a it doesn't have sustained rate. It has 184 shells for that gun.
Yeah.
So that one probably has a few belts.
That's a question if it's built or if it's just... I like how it looks, by the way. Let's just quickly check if it actually is built. Also, this is very risky to have the AI and stuff exposed like that. We'll see how it goes.
Is it actually exposed or is it hidden?
I mean, yeah, this is the... There's no armor in front of this little bit here. The IR camera. And if it gets through that, it can just tear apart the gun, even if it's like flak shells or something.
But yeah, they're belt fed.
Yeah, they definitely are belts.
Yep, it's the spiral belt.
It's also one of the fastest vehicles on land now.
Oh,
It beats yours by a good bit. What's the settings?
Pusher!
Not anymore!
It'll probably go slower now.
Whatever. No pusher props allowed. I'll set it to pitch. I'll be so nice and not set it to nothing. But no pushing.
Is the person who submitted it here?
Psychology? Wait, is he? Nah, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Oh, we have an AI next to ammo situation too. Hooray!
Yeah, if that ammo brick goes up, that's going to destroy your... Even if you have heavy armor around it.
I mean, it's got heavy armor slopes.
But yeah, that's even worse then, because all it takes is for one of those to go off to chain react all your ammo and take out your AI.
I mean,
heavy armor doesn't have enough health to absorb those 2x2 ammo blocks.
I think the AI is actually... The mainframe block itself is actually far enough away to maybe survive. But it still hurt a bit. Anyways, what do we have for missiles? Moving on to those. Active radar seeker, explosives, frag. That seems fine by me. Prediction guidance and APN guidance. I don't know if both of them are needed, but well.
They're not, but I think my my scramblers will affect those.
Not sure actually. I think
because it says guided missiles. It affects enemy guidance.
Only one of the
by
two will
providing
function.
an error.
I think the one at the front of the missile will work, the other one won't do anything.
Huh.
If I
Yeah.
recall correctly.
I don't know. Just didn't see them in one missile at the same time yet. We do have active radar, so I think... Is radar actually affected by scramblers? I don't think so, right?
By chaff. Only by chaff.
Okay, yeah, so scrambling them doesn't actually do anything. I assume these are going to be rollers. This is a bit very risky even. It looks nice, yes, but it's still a lot of machinery openly exposed. How's cost looking in volume? That's both fine. Firepower, yes. Weapon material usage is surprisingly low for the amount of APS we have here.
And I'm more surprisingly low for the amount of missiles. They're all medium missiles.
Yeah, that too. Okay, but we do have some interesting firepower coming from those guns. Speed is definitely up there.
The fastest. Yeah.
Right, let's see. How does...
Oh, it's actually.
how
I was
does
gonna
it...
have you check out the AI, see what it's set at.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh,
Start below, or start, yeah.
yeah, it is starting below 800 meters, so it should probably be fine. The amount of firepower from those guns is pretty decent, I guess. It is shredding the Marauder's health. Yeah, it's absolutely tearing the Marauder apart with those guns.
Yep. Before you get done, can I ask you to do me a favor?
Yeah.
Before you delete the ship. Can you go look at the barrel of the APS gun?
Sure. It's got a bore evacuator.
Oh, no. Like I said, I'm participating in a space tournament.
Yeah.
I really like these guns. They may not be the same thing, but the rough layout of it and the caliber and the shell type, I might steal them for my space tournament.
Okay. That's something.
And there's a limit for the components. They cost points the bigger the gun you make.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out roughly how much those guns would cost, and if I could put them on a smaller ship or not.
You probably could.
49 components. The gauge would cost more. Oh no.
Well,
Let's see here. It's 90 millimeters, so it's 1 slot, 2 points. Components makes an additional point, so that's 3 points. And they are, so it's a 4-point gun.
okay.
So I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I like looking at what other people do and learn from.
Moving on to...
Hey, another tri-haul!
We are going into the sky with the airship version of the Z5. The guns should still be completely fine, as they were before. I don't think I've changed anything about the shells, at least in these guns. Yeah, no, it's still the same shell. I do not think I'm using either of those shells, though. Actually, I'll check.
Your ship?
What?
You said you haven't changed the shells or anything like that. I was asking if this was your ship.
Yeah, this is my ship.
Oh.
I'm not a champion, so I'll send something of my own. Okay, this is using armor piercing 2. In other words, armor piercing 1 isn't even being used at all. I'm pretty sure. We have decent shell, pretty standard APS, fast shell.
So, who are you fighting against?
What? What was that? Sorry?
Oh, you haven't made the brackets yet. I've been looking at the old challenge, the old Newbee Rumble.
Yeah, right. And then we've got the main attraction, one big cram.
Yeah.
It's got some decent damage. Reload time's pretty long though. So yeah, this very much relies on hitting multiple of those cram shells, and preferably in a region where they hurt enough to kill something, like a gun or
What's
something.
your AI setup at?
My AI setup is circle at distance, and you could also call it circle at not much distance, because it's going to go close.
So that basically means for the way the combat is set up, most of your surface guns are useless.
These up here are mostly just, I mean, On the one side, they're just for visuals. They belong on that position. And on the other hand,
Right.
they will still shoot at airships. So they
Yeah.
are still having some use. Sadly, no torpedoes anymore. I had to cut those for cost reasons.
Oh, did you fail your own inspection?
Why? No, of course not.
Oh,
Volume's completely fine.
I honestly, I didn't even look at your volume for the newbie tournament. 150,000 materials. I don't even think I could get a volume to your limit
I do know someone who could.
with how I build. So I didn't
Okay.
even pay attention to the volume restrictions.
Yeah,
I've never gotten close to the volume restrictions on any tournament. So
right. I'll quickly check if I have any of those on pusher by accident, because usually they're just there for pitch.
when they're next to each other like that, you could also just click spread to neighbor, and
I mean,
it'll make sure
I'm-
the other ones next to them are set up the same way.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have done that multiple times already, but good
Oh,
idea.
no, I
regardless.
wasn't saying against you. I was saying when you had it set up on the other guys.
Yeah.
When you were going through each individual propeller, when people had small propellers next to them.
I mean,
I was
those
just
were
saying-
spaced though. They weren't right next to each other. That's the problem.
Oh.
But yeah, those are just a little bit of roll, little bit of pitch. Which I don't think it only needs those for getting up into the air. Outside of that, it doesn't even need the propulsion that much.
So are
La-
those things on the sides? Those are your what's keeping you airborne? Those are your helium ballasts.
Yeah, exactly. This is just very thin armor, helium tanks, and it's a lot of them. The compartments are relatively small, but many.
I had air compartments in my underneath where it did the catamaran style.
Yeah.
The two bottom hulls, they're compartmentalized as well.
I
But
mean,
they are compartmentalized for each of the up prop. So
we have the engine back here for powering the thrusters for turning, I guess. And yeah, the inside is also completely using helium and everything. There's the crammed inside. Not sure if it's supposed to fit into a realism ship in other situations.
for your airship, the only thing that I would have no, because the surface guns are really kind of useless. I was going to say the only thing I probably would have done a little bit differently on your ship for like what I see is maybe put a propeller or two on the back, the new propeller system,
Yeah.
to push it forward. So in case it does enter into the water, it would still have some form of propulsion.
I mean, if it
Right now,
enters
if
the
you're-
water, it's dead anyways, because basically all of its damage is this one cram. If it's entering the
Yeah.
water, it's screwed anyway, so I thought might as well save some money on that. I do have pitch. Yeah, I do have a pitch PID. That's what it is. Simple weapons, I think. Yeah, they're there for decoration. That's
Are those air pumps or balloons?
what.
Or helium pumps or balloons?
That's all helium pumps. All of them.
Okay. Could that be another fun way to build an airship? Is just make the whole top of the ship balloons.
I think we have someone who put some balloons to get into the air faster, or at combat altitude. But yeah, I think that was in the last inspection. Detection is, as can be seen, completely fine. And somewhat armored detection turrets still. The ammo is far enough away from the AI, but it's not very well armored. I'll say that much.
Do you build a lot of airships?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
I
I
took
was
one
gonna
of
say
my
a detection
surface.
missile might have been good too.
What?
A detection missile, a missile on a harpoon wire
Oh yeah, those exist, right?
that you drag behind your ship that is for radar detection or radar buoy.
I know those exist, but I don't usually make use of them.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that it's your craft, and you're one of the people that are talking. So I'm just offering what I think would be a nice suggestion.
Yeah. But yeah,
Not saying you have to do it.
I think we do have this one. It's a passing vehicle as well, unless anybody else has anything against it.
There's no torpedoes.
It looks kind of bland. What happened to no armored blocks?
I mean, there were torpedoes here, and those pontoons are just. They're
I'm just giving you
pontoons.
crap, man. Just giving you crap. I'm messing with you a bit.
I know.
I'm disappointed. You promised torpedoes. The
Next
legendary
tournament.
unguided torpedoes.
Next tournament, they will return. The legendary torpedo spam.
I mean, if you win,
Oh well,
okay,
they
make
can't
sure you lose.
Of course
because
Of course I will not win. Look at this vehicle. It's a real little
It
ship that
depends.
flies.
if you fight against my ship, you might have a chance.
This is only really good at dodging cram. If it faces anything with APS, it basically already lost.
Well, you saw how much damage my craft does.
I mean, true, yeah, but still.
You could have a chance. Here, how about this then? I challenge you for the first fight.
Good question. What do the brackets say for the fights?
I didn't see the bracket, so.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
asking
post
Joshi.
them now.
Oh, Joshi did it?
Of course,
Yeah.
Joshi does the brackets. Otherwise, I could interfere with him. Give myself an unfair advantage.
I've posted them.
Right.
I am fighting the Vanguard.
Dear. Let's have a look what those brackets say. Starting in round 1 with...
Doozy worries me. I've seen Doozy was helping me with the tournament.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Doozy worries me.
Okay, we've got Triton by Jake versus the Trail Tracer by Ivan. See what those do. Teams. Ah, who joined us there?
Oh, you're doing a fight.
Lego. Oh, no, sorry, that's not Lego.
Is this the first battle?
Yep, you're just in time. The Triton.
Is that Lego?
Echo?
Echo? Where? Why?
I thought someone asked if there was an echo.
Yeah, just
No, there's no echo. No, I was thinking, was it Lego or did he change his, or was it someone else?
Okay,
I don't know.
don't think either of those were airships, so they'll spawn at the lower altitude. And yeah, just going to check rules one final time real quick. Maximum distance, altitudes. Yep, that seems all right.
Yeah, my ship might be DQ'd. It's alright though.
We'll see. So yeah, on with the first battle. We have... Oh, we do have an airship, never mind. Of course.
It's gonna be fine. It has
Weren't we just
helium
talking
and
about
balloons.
this guy's airship?
This is the airship with the balloons that I mentioned, though.
Yeah,
So yeah.
we were just talking about him.
Anyways, I will say put him up into the air a little bit. Right, we begin with the rain of shells coming from the Trail Tracer. Just vomiting out local shells.
I actually thought it was a laser.
No, it's APS. It's a sandblaster. And here come the counter strikes. Jeez, that was 20%. That's 20% gone of the vehicle.
That's pretty scary.
That is very scary, but it
He lost.
kind of not killing the main gun, which is the problem. I don't know how long it takes this burst weapon to reload, but I think it's
If it
going to be
reloads.
too long. It was almost the instant killing blow, but as long as that gun survives, and it's very, very close to the gun. I mean, this is the turret. It almost pulled it off. Oh? The turret stopped shooting? Why
Yeah,
is that?
it's reloading.
Yeah, probably.
both
It's
reloading?
bells. Oh, the balloons! The
Airship is
balloons
no
are
longer an
saving it?
airship.
But I don't know. Is the gun intact? I think the gun might still be somewhat intact.
I think the gun is out of range.
I'm not sure actually. This is probably the combat range, otherwise it would go closer.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll have to wait. Maybe this gun reloads first, and we get to see another beautifully executed burst, completely demolishing that ship over there.
Or we get to watch an airship sink.
Yeah, DQ'd by sinking as an airship.
Oh, you did the most damage, but you DQ'd because you sank.
Oh, the gun is still reloading. Missiles are popping off. The gun is somehow miraculously still not exploding. How long does that reload take though? It's amazing. Both of those. How long it takes to reload after
They
the
could all
first strike.
be alpha guns that have like a 600-second reload.
Yeah.
Well, the gun shouldn't explode because it has no shells inside.
Not yet. But I mean, some of those shells are probably back inside already.
Then it would shoot.
True.
Well, not if it's belt fed, right?
I mean, it's...
Okay, that's
Oh,
what's really
it
good.
goes!
Oh,
We know
boy.
who won the reloading race. And it's the
Oh!
gun. That's the turret out.
But missiles might still be intact,
Yeah, the missiles are
all
still
the
fine.
missiles are still intact.
and now it has to reload again. I think the
I
missiles might
think
take
the
it.
missiles win this battle. I do think so.
Epic reload battle.
Exactly. Just epic reload spam.
Oh, is it
Just
turning
a-
off axis?
What?
Never mind, never mind.
The gun is still not completely down. It might still have a chance at reloading and demolishing the trail tracer. But the chances of it actually hitting the right spots are very, very slim.
Where's the AI on the trail tracer?
Good question. I think it's back here in this box. So... No, that's...
It also just missed that. Damn. Also the ammo is there.
Yeah. I think it's somewhere on the back, though.
That's so lucky.
I actually don't know where it is, though. I only think it's somewhere in the back. Maybe it's not. But just... Oh yeah, it's over here. It's in the
By
bow.
the missiles.
By the missiles. We'll have a look over here again. The gun is still alive. The gun is living. I think the reload will take until like 4 minutes left on the clock. Oh, that looks bad. That hurt. Some internal damage right there. Not like it matters much though. Also, I think the detection is kind of screwed with because look at the way it aims the gun.
Yeah. Bit confused.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it doesn't know where to aim.
Yeah.
No.
No,
And
the
epic
gun! No! The Triton, I think we can call this a loss of the Triton that don't watch the last few minutes. Because,
Yeah, I think it has no weapons.
yeah, it has 0 weapons left, I think. Close battle, though. That burst
Yeah.
is very, very impressive. And if it would only hit a little bit differently, it probably
Yeah,
would
I
have
did
killed.
not expect this result.
Such an unfortunate encounter. There are not a lot of fast firing guns.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate indeed. Right, who's next?
Oh, then okay. The next L versus CL15 versus Crit Fisher TRK20.
CL15, yeah. There it is. Another one of those up-prop offenders. And there's the Crit Fisher.
Oh, come on. It's Newbee Rumble. Has that been a thing that's been banned in most Newbee Rumbles?
No, that's just
See?
the thing that's banned in this Newbee Rumble specifically. So, looking at our little fellows here, we have... I remember those guns. They were DIF hash and the big cram. So we have some interceptors. facing off against a boat. A very nice looking boat at that. Yeah, let's see. It's got a lot of APS hidden everywhere, which very well might be decisive in this battle.
You will think that he ran out of money by the 3 turrets on top, and
Yeah,
then he's another 2 on the bottom.
I mean, like
That are
those.
super cast.
Yeah, those are super calf shells. Oh, here come the hash shells. Here they come. That
Oof.
that
There goes
definitely
the backside of the ship.
that's definitely going to be a bit of a pain. Surprisingly enough, though, the turrets are deep inside the hull. They are not damaged by that. It's only superstructure and armor damage, I think. Oh, this is a very risky range. The hash starts firing again. Yeah, it's a lot of superstructure damage, that's for sure. Are we gonna get a ram here?
It could
When
be a
is the-
ramming craft.
It's one of the closest drive-bys. Oh?
When is the Krem gonna fire?
I don't know, but the hash just took out basically all bow turrets. So only the secondaries are really in service, and I guess this back turret basically is. Oh, there comes the cram. Ripping out a chunk of armor. Alright, yeah, and those turrets down here. Even this turret is damaged somehow.
Frag.
Probably, yeah.
Are those secondaries even real?
Yeah, they are. They're DIF
Those
guns.
are.
Those
The ones
small
that look like the simple weapons were deco.
Yeah, right. I think the cram just took out the last bit of detection. Unless there's like some left down here. I think there might be something left still in the turrets or something.
Yeah, it looks like cameras on the turrets.
Yeah, those might also be just decos though, I'm not sure. The
Epic
CL-15,
DQ
oh,
kill.
what's going on with the DQ points? It looks like both vehicles are gaining. This might very well be a draw.
Wow, such a close drive-by
Oh,
with this.
never mind, the CL-15 stopped getting DQ point. The Crit Fisher is still gaining more.
Because he's moving away.
Yeah, he's still moving a little bit away. 40, only 10 more left. It stopped gaining DQ points for the time being.
It's also not aiming at the opponent.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. The AI should still be intact, but I think it's just a very low combat range. The weapons don't fire from this far away. What do we have in terms of damage here? It's mostly just holes put through the hull. Oh, the CL-15 is gaining DQ points now. Did it lose the turning the ability to steer? It did not. It just... Why is it gaining DQ points still? Is it too low in the water perhaps? 49! Holy shit. Just barely holding on now.
True, the turrets could be making it go too low in the water.
Probably, yeah.
At negative 10 meters.
I think, yeah, that's what it was. Negative 10. It could still hope for the Crit Fisher going out of range, but now with 49 DQ points, that's no longer a way to win. Unless it somehow very magically
What?
follows the
I
Crit
think it's
Fisher.
sinking.
I think so
or-
too, yeah, but it's not
No,
gaining
no,
any
Crit
DQ.
Fisher.
Oh yeah, it's got, if I remember correctly, some very, very big compartments, which all have holes put through them now, basically. It's only really being held above water by the superstructure and the top layer here. Oh no, never mind.
All
this
the
is also-
alloy.
All the alloy, yeah, that's metal, actually. I don't know if there's any alloy anywhere. But yeah, the CL-15 really has to pray for victory here. Because it's not looking very good.
It seems like a close. It does not seem like a close fight, but actually it is a close fight.
It is a very close fight. Just looking at those DQ points, this is still very much open.
The other guy just focused on firepower, not really on the ship.
Exactly. The ship part, oh, this looks like engine parts. That's not good.
Ooh, it's going underwater.
Oh, here comes
Yeah.
another cram shot. Chunking off a bit of armor back here. And barely not detonating all the ammo back there. Very, very close.
How
But
many
the-
guns are still left on the CL-15?
I think the CL-15 has the back turret left. Yeah. It's got another very short barrel here, out here, and another 3 gun barrels down here.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big ram hit. That's a big one. That's the engine. But in turn, the crit fisher is also going lower and lower into the water. And it's burning through its materials quite quickly compared to the CL-15. It may just run out. Another big cram shot.
Well,
Shopping.
the Crit Fisher has more guns firing, so
It does have more guns firing in theory, but the question is how well those actually perform. It is also very, very low in the water. This is
they
cutting
both are. I mean,
it really close. I mean,
they
yeah,
both
they
are like slowly thinking
it's a very slow death we are witnessing here. This is, I think, mostly metal and some gun parts. Oh, it's even some heavy armor.
that looked like an ammo customizer that was taken out as well.
Yeah,
on that
as
heavy
well.
armor.
This turret right here is somehow still there. But yeah, this is just who sinks faster. And I think the crit fisher with those belly turrets actually, the CL-15, sorry about that. It actually has quite the advantage with those turrets now because of how it's rolled over. If it didn't have those, it couldn't fire at all now, basically. Oh, never mind, it's actually rolling to the other side now. Another cram hit. How's the damage looking? Mostly armor blocks, some engine.
There was an APS connector in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's pretty painful. The CL-15 is very close to dying though, just from sheer structural damage. I am amazed that— oh!
It's got
The CL-15 with 49 DQ points out of 50. It wins! This is the legendary DQ win.
Incredible.
how many of those are gonna happen.
I don't know. I hope
Well, I'm
it's—
pretty sure my ship's getting DQ'd. I thought the fight range was 2,000 meters.
Yeah, we'll see about it.
I think it sank
Yes,
below
that
the
was from
DQ
sinking.
altitude.
I think, yeah, it sank below DQ altitude.
Oh, somebody left.
Oh yeah. What's the next battle? The Feldspar versus the CA-01.
Yep.
There it is. The Feldspar, if I remember correctly, had pretty scary crams. And the CA, it's somewhere back up here. There it is. See how this battle goes. And looking at the clock, I think we'll have to call it a day after this one.
Aww.
It's getting kind of late over here. Okay, yeah, we've got the very scary crams over on the Feldspar. Nice looking ship still though, I must say. It got a lot of small greebles and everything going on.
I'm sorry. I don't like how nice looking ships are showing up in this tournament. It should be a damn Newbee Rumble.
There, how about this? We've got
That still
more
looks nice.
big cram. This is interceptors? Yeah, it is. And a very wooden stern. The hull is entirely made of wood still, yeah, right. Those
it's a
crabs
glass
aren't
cannon.
gonna hit.
The
Those-
initial volleys usually don't because of the whole fact that the crams fire as soon as the battles start.
Yeah, true. Although the
That's
feldspar
just
got
an issue
close.
with. That's pretty much just like a from the depths thing.
There goes the APS, blasting out shells. Big chunk out of the armor here. We do have some torpedoes coming out of the Velorum, which has taken... Oh, she! It chopped off a cram turret. That's bad. Although, oh yeah, its cram turrets took a beating too. I think the bow turret is more or less out of service. The stern is. This is a very, very nice fight. Just look at all the Shelby. Oh, that's
All the black confetti.
the engine, at least part of it. That's not what you want to lose. There goes a gun. The Feldspar is clawing back the lead with some massive cram hits. More engine. But it looks like the Velorum still has some engine power left somewhere. Like, yeah, no, that's crap. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. Those hits. Those hits are scary. Another very close detonation. How's the Feldspar doing though? Did it lose any more turrets?
Shield. The shields are deflecting the sandblaster.
Yeah. It actually doesn't look too bad right now. It's holding up decently. Not losing turrets. And at the same time it is hitting the turrets of the CA very, very consistently. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
more
the only
crab
thing-
parts.
The CA seems to be doing most of its damage through its torpedoes.
I mean, the firepower stats were fine, and that may
Oh
seem
no,
like
I'm not. I'm just commenting on that.
I mean, that may be the case right now, but to be fair, its crams are completely gone by now, so they don't really have the chance to do much damage right there.
That cram's now out.
That cram's gone, yeah. I think all crams are gone now. Are any weapons left still? Yeah, the torpedoes are. We'll have to wait it out, but the
It
CA...
looks like
what
it's
do you
sinking too.
It's not yet sinking though, but it is
Well,
very
most
close
of
to
it's in the
DQ.
water.
Oh yeah, now it is. It's gaining DQ points.
Yep.
The cram's just bouncing off the water now. But they don't
Oh,
need
yeah,
to hit
it's-
anymore. Oh, there goes
Yeah.
one. That's a turret. Or what remained of it. Oh, that's actually counterproductive to kill the turret. It made the ship light enough to float again. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
but then it also
yeah,
gave it more
that's damage.
targets.
That's the damage. It'll not despawn, I guess?
Torpedo still intact.
I'm not sure why the Velorum isn't despawning. It's below 50%. Oh yeah, 2 damage. There we go. Now it's despawning. Yeah. Well-earned victory by the Feldspar. Even
Oh,
though-
that felt great.
Yeah, that felt like a very nice slugfest of big cram shells. Right. I'll quickly have a look. What's the next battle? Oh, it is my ship. Yeah. Right.
I
One
think
more
we should
battle.
do your battle. Then you did about half the fights.
I mean, one
One
more battle,
more.
and then we really do need to call it a day.
You're kind of biased. You said like, oh, we're just doing one more battle,
Yeah,
and then
But then
your own name.
then the addiction of, hey, those were some
Well,
nice
he didn't know
cram
who the
hits.
next fight was. He did ask what the next fight was. But I do want to see another airship get blown up.
Yeah, this
True.
will definitely get blown to pieces if it's anything with APS. And I think the Pugnacious did have APS too, right?
Although maybe we shouldn't do this fight because then he'll actually have a reason to want to do the next video.
I mean, I have that reason either way. Oh yeah, it is APS, so rest in pieces. Say goodbye to the airship.
It even has a laser.
Yeah,
You're screwed.
I am completely screwed.
You never know. Your cram might get an AI hit.
If the cram just blows up, never mind, it
Nope,
got blown
Lambs
up.
took it.
Yeah, it did blow up. It definitely did blow
It
up.
did blow up, yeah. That's for sure. Well, maybe that one APS gun I have on the bottom of the ship does something crazy good. Although I do doubt it.
The lambs seem to be intercepting your rounds.
Yeah, the lamps is pretty powerful on this. Yeah, it's zapping out the rounds. And the
mini
cram,
tier.
the cram should fire soon again.
Oh,
If
even
it's,
if it
oh yeah,
fires
it's still
soon.
in service. But yeah,
Yeah.
it just gets zapped out of the sky.
Nope.
Should have used torpedoes.
Clearly. Torpedoes are the way.
Yep. Should do a tournament where you don't ban missile.
Oh yeah, the
Firepower.
cram lost its barrel now, so rip that.
Well,
Don't
now it's a true bomber.
Truly, yeah. Maybe the cram. Oh yeah, it is still in there. It's still kind of. But it is.
Now maybe it'll get mortar.
Yeah, no, that ain't hitting anything anymore. But maybe if the ship goes down into the water, its main guns up top may do some damage. Eventually. Yeah, this is very much designed with countering cram in mind. Less so anything else. Some cram parts falling out. I do also think that the helium tanks on this are very redundant. It doesn't actually fall out of the sky until it took very large amounts of damage.
Hey man,
Oh.
maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you'll run out of materials.
I think the turning thrusters are all gone or something. Or the engine is just dead. Yeah, the engine's dead. So yeah, Z is out.
It DQ'd.
Yeah, it'll.
Oh no, and it's crashing.
It's rolling.
Dramatic.
Yeah, without engine, it doesn't have any roll control or anything anymore, so can't really do anything.
Also the forward speed, it's going to DQ.
Yeah. There it goes. Well, airships proving to not be viable, but fun.
Well, not with your rules. If you allowed upward thrust, airships actually could win this pretty easily.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't allow it. So, what do we have?
The land-to-air tournament kind of proved that.
Yeah, okay. Well, how about we
Alright.
do the 5th battle as well?
No, you said you were gonna be done.
I said something, yeah, but I like doing battles now.
Okay, I thought this really was the last one. I have to go
Alright
to
then.
go to the toilet.
Right, then in that case, we'll continue with the 5th battle next time.
You can drop the kids off at the pool later.
No, it's not about the kids. It's about me going to the toilet.
That's a reference of dropping the kids off at the pool, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. It's all reference to going number 2.
Oh, is it like an American reference?
Probably.
Probably, but people in other countries that I came with know the reference. So I know New Zealanders and Australian people know the reference.
Well, the Dutch and Germans apparently don't.
Wait, how old is he?
Me?
No,
That's kind of
he, the Australian guy.
the Australian guy, older than me.
Okay, maybe it's like an old
Old people
Thing.
thing. Maybe, yeah.
Oh, now you're calling me old.
I don't know. You sound like you're 30 or something.
Okay, boomer.
Oh,
No, no, what the fuck?
I'm pulling out of this tournament.
No,
No.
I'm sorry.
Since this is on YouTube, I don't give permission for my blueprint to be.
I mean, yeah, I
Damn,
can just
you're gonna copyright strike him?
shame.
No, it's the end of the fight. Alright, he was another. So I don't care. You can use my stuff.
I mean, yeah, we'll just upload this to YouTube as the whole stream. Actually, I
Oh,
probably
okay.
should end the video. Yeah. See you next week.
Yeah.